Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Sam Houston's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Wide out in motion. They're going back to the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. The sure hands, it's Ambrose. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he makes the catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And now on second down for this offense. The aerial assault continues. Looking deep down the right side. He caught it. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground because there's not much left. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. The snap sets up the throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mean Green offense takes over, and they'll go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw, it's Wade. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires to the right. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's looking to throw. Fires it incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure's coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Wade. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dumps it to the back. It's caught. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, in running back screens, quarterbacks are taught to hold on to the ball to the very last possible second. But I don't even think he thought he was going to get hit that quick before delivering the ball.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see.
And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. West Virginia managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Morgantown for some time, no matter the final score. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Ambrose. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Vasquez. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. First down here for the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's running in the open. The 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Texas.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very...
Number 13, set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He makes the connection. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Wade. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled there by the defense. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're going to test the right side with this one. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
To throw, it's Wade. Fires into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mean Green. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. New Mexico is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Colorado.
They'll throw it on 1st down.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires left. He makes the catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again, 2nd and 10 from the 27. That pass is incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. Quarterback gets past the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. North Texas will have to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And wings it incomplete. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. Tosses it incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Ambrose. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got him downfield. Off he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Might be looking to run. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Wade. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. The back goes in motion. He'll pitch it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much cooking on that drive, and now they'll hope to flip the field with this punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. 2nd down after that incompletion. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They want to just keep throwing it. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston! He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 10 over Colorado. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scanning the field, it's Wade. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch around the 50. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Off play action on first down. Looking to take a shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. After the misfire, now on second down. Breaking out the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Looking downfield. It's Wade. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Leaves it with the back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Now on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot. Puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds his tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
To the air, it's Wade. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. That's a 20. He's got space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
North Texas in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's right on target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, North Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UTSA delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in San Antonio. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got the back over the middle. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Try to get it on the ground. And the Bearcats pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Fourth and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on fourth and short.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Unloads to the right. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw on second down. Trying to get to it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to pass. It's Wade. Gets it to the back. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The give. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The handoff, keep working on that clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, you're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back into the game.
Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The offense set for a first down play. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.